Hi guys. Holding up the iPad. Put a cushion under it or something. I can manage it. Oh, that's better. What's happening, guys? Sorry. Boyfriend, that was you, wasn't it? Oh, with all the texts. Hi, Maleficent. Hi, Michelle. Hi, guys. Oh, it's the morning for all you guys. It's 5 o'clock oh no, 4 o'clock in the afternoon here. Hey, Mother of Three Kings. Hi, guys. What's going on? Was that was you, Stella? That was hilarious. He was just kept going. He was relentless. He was feeling all that queen energy. Hi, Anthony. Hi, Adriana. Hi, Field Priv. Oh, 10:30 a.m. Oh. Say hi to Emma. Hi, Emma. Had 3 more voice notes this morning. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. He needs to get a grip, that guy. Jesus. Hi, Darian. Loz, I live your TikTok lives. Oh, thank you, darling. Oh, Sarah. You're getting a brand new car instead of a second-hand one, darling. That's what happened to me. Amazing. Is that what happened? Love it. Guys, please don't spam the chat with telling me to say hi to people. Hi, Loz. Living in the end, can we just affirm? Hang on, missed it. Hi, Loz. Living in the end, can we just affirm it's raining? I have a new house. I have a new car. As if it's raining. What do you mean, as if it's raining? Hi, Loz. Living in the end, can we affirm as if it's raining? I have a new house. I have a new car. As if it's happening. I have a new house. I have. Yeah, that's exactly living in the end. I have it now. I am that. I'm a homeowner. I'm a new car owner. I have a car that's brand new. I have a brand new house. I love my new house. Exactly, darling. Do it that way. That's living in the end with affirmations. I keep looking at this timestamp and what he's watched on Spotify. Am I ruining it? What are you talking about? I keep looking at his timestamp and what he's watched on Spotify. Why are you spying on... Is that your SP's Spotify you're looking at? Why the hell are you doing that, darling? Please stop. You don't think that's a bit of needy energy if you're looking at the Spotify all day to see if they've gone on it? Why? How's that relevant to your life? Who cares? Go and get on with your life, darling. Work on your self-concept. Yes, love. Oh, my God, Loz. The guy called me saying he had that car and thought of me. Oh, wonderful, the red car. Love it. So he did a deal for a new 2022 version for the same price. Oh, amazing. Plant prices. What are you talking about, darling? So I went in to sign the papers and then someone bought it. So he did a deal for a 2020 version. Amazing. That is amazing, Sarah. Amazing. I love a lady in glasses. Oh, thanks, Charles. Hi, Loz. Hi, user 744. What's happening, guys? Had 3 more voice notes. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Oh my God, that's honestly hilarious, Stella. That ream of messages was just like, that self-concept's on point. You told me to keep manifesting. Now I'm getting flown out for my job. Oh, flown out for your job? Amazing, darling. Hi from Germany. Oh, Hannah. On my way back to Sicily, I know SP is dying for me to get back. I thought you were in Chicago. What are you doing in Germany? You're in Germany? Why did I think you're going to Chicago? Oh, amazing, darling. A lot of thoughts lately keep reflecting the 3D apart from SP. A lot of thoughts lately keep reflecting in 3D apart from SP. Well, don't worry, darling. If it's reflecting in the 3D and it just hasn't shown up in your SP yet, don't worry. It's working. If it's showing up in your 3D, it's working. So work on them too. And getting the car I actually want, that's amazing. I've been able to get the car I actually want. That's amazing, Sarah. Morning, Loz. My company is forcing us back to office. Affirmations stay working from home. Oh, I love working from home. Everyone works from home from my office. No one's forced to work back in the office because no one wants to. Our company's completely changed their rules and everyone works from home now. Or just worry about yourself. I get to work from home. I'm the exception to the rule. Say that. What does it mean? Why would the universe do such a thing? Oh, you're not on my lives talking about the fucking universe, are you, darling? Have you watched any of my lives before? Clearly not. What are you talking about? Dear Leah, let me find this. I manifested my celebrity crush in my life as my friend. Now it turns out he's actually secretly married. Why would the universe do such a thing? The universe isn't doing shit to you, darling. I'm really sorry. But you've got to understand that you probably had a thought that he was unattainable, and therefore it's manifested itself, he's unattainable because he was a celebrity, and you probably thought, I'll never get this guy, it's probably too impossible, and then that showed up. Who knows why? But think what fears were you having about the celebrity status of that person or about yourself, not being good enough for them, etc. That's why. It's got nothing to do with the universe, darling. The universe has got nothing to do with manifesting. It's air. It's space with stars in it. Your subconscious mind causes what happens. What were you thinking subconsciously about the situation? That's what caused it. If you're lost as hell, you need to go to my Facebook group and watch every single one of these lives back from number 1 to number 255, because you're lost if you're talking about the universe, darling. Ain't got nothing to do with what you're manifesting in your life, okay? You've been watching some lost people on TikTok. Neville teaches falling asleep in imagination. If you change that scene, same outcome will be the effect. Absolutely. He talks about living in the end as you fall asleep, using your imagination. Absolutely, guys. Why do you think I'm getting you to do sleep affirmations or imagining things as you wake up, fall asleep, when your monkey mind's turned off? That's kind of the state akin to sleep when you're falling off to sleep. It's the best time, and when you're waking up. I was in Chicago. I'm just waiting for my connecting flight in Germany. Oh, okay. What's the difference between spiraling a bit and causing hot and cold behaviour? Oh, I saw your question. It's completely different, darling. So spiraling is having an emotional reaction to what's going on in the 3D. Okay, an emotional reaction. Hot and cold is, he likes me, he doesn't like me. This is working, this isn't working. I'm chosen, I'm not chosen. It's completely different. Spiraling is, oh my God, this is never going to work. Oh, he hates me, blah, blah, blah. And then you go, oh, fuck, bitch, get your head together. Where hot and cold is, 1 minute you are on point and the next minute you're cold. 1 minute you're thinking he loves you, next minute you think he hates you. Got it? Spiraling you can control and stop, but hot and cold, if you're switching your thoughts all the time, it's like a switching of thoughts rather than just an outpouring of emotion. Does that make sense? I found a ring on the floor and it fitted. What's this? I had a dream that I was married, but I lost the ring. Woke up and went to get a coffee, and while waiting, I found a ring on the floor and it fitted. Ah! You did that, darling. Amazing. Lost my SP is very, very wealthy, and I don't feel good enough at times. How can I overcome this? Darling, who cares if they're very, very wealthy? It's absolutely no bearing on your worth whatsoever. So they're very, very wealthy. So what? They've chosen you. Feel chosen. Understand that you're chosen by anyone regardless of their wealth, because you're so fucking amazing. You're wealthy with personality. Start saying that, darling. Who cares how much money they've got? It doesn't mean they're important. It doesn't mean they're special. It just means they've got more money than other people. So it doesn't make them special, doesn't make them better, and doesn't put them on a pedestal in any way. Take them down. Trust me, I know a lot of rich people who aren't any better than anyone else. I wanted to test law of assumption and assumed I'd get a $100 tip from one person, and it worked. Oh, wonderful, darling. You're not really testing law of assumption, darling. It's a thing that happens all the time. You're constantly using it, you understand? So if some idiot on here has told you to test it or use it, they're a moron. It's actually how your subconscious mind works. You're constantly doing it, so you probably always assumed you wouldn't get good tips. Now you've suddenly assumed you will, and it worked. What were your assumptions before about tips? Oh, I only get $5 tips. I only get 15% tips. I never get any big tippers. And all of a sudden you decided you were going to get a big tip, and ta-da, you got a big tip because that was your assumption. That's how it worked. So from now on, assume you always get tip big, and you will. So having scenarios before falling asleep is in the state akin to sleep. Yes, because you're falling asleep, so your monkey mind's turning off, and that's a really good time to do any kind of visualization or affirming. Is it normal for your manifestation to drain you, stress you while they're coming back to fruition? Fuck no, Beck. What are you doing? If you're feeling drained, you're doing it wrong. Are you feeling stressed because you feel it's not here yet? Are you feeling drained because you're trying to over-emote, trying to be emotional while doing it? I don't tell you to do any of those fucking things. That's some dumb bitch who told you to be emotional or positive while doing it. I don't tell you to be happy or elated or positive while visualizing, and I certainly don't tell you to do it while you're affirming. If the feeling comes, great, but it's not necessary and it's not something you can control, so please stop doing that. And if you're feeling stressed out about it. What does serving two masters mean? Okay, you can't put old wine in new bottles. You can't be the servant of two masters, meaning you can't be the old you and the new you at the same time. You can't think I'm unchosen, no one loves me, and then actually try and believe that he loves you. You've got to get rid of this belief that you're not chosen, no one loves you. Because how can you believe your SP loves you if you think I'm unchosen, no one loves me? You're trying to say he loves me. Your brain just won't buy it. It's like saying you're running around with this master, this boss called John, and then you've got another boss on the side called Sarah, and Sarah's bossing you around and John's bossing you around. You're with two employees, but you're keeping one a secret. It won't work out. You've got to change your mind completely to the new thoughts, the new master, not the old one. 1:45 a.m. in Vegas, but I'm glad that I'm able to catch this live. Oh my God, in Vegas, darling. Thank you so much, Loz. Okay, good. Can daydreaming constantly manifest? Well, if you're daydreaming bad shit, yeah, darling, or daydreaming good shit, well, it just matters how often you're thinking it. It's not one little daydream, but if you think it often, yeah, sure, it'll manifest because you're visualizing whilst daydreaming. Tips on keeping the faith throughout the day. Do a little test, darling. Start telling yourself, I run this shit. I create my reality. Give yourself affirmations, power affirmations to tell yourself that you do run this shit. It will become second nature. And when it's more comfortable, go harder. What's this, mad skin? I was overwhelmed at first too. Just focus on replacing limiting thoughts first when they pop up. It will become second nature when it's more comfortable. Yes, absolutely, darling. At first it can seem difficult to affirm or get on top of those thoughts, but just keep going, keep persisting. Affirmed SP had been struggling and he messaged to say he needs space to recover. Well, you've got to be careful with your affirm, guys. If you say, oh, they're struggling, they can't exist without me, and then you'll find out they've gone bankrupt or something, and you're like, oh, fuck. You've got to be a bit careful, guys, what you say. Like, if they fall apart without me, next minute you find out they've ended up in the funny farm, you're like, oops. Hey, Loz, I have chronic pain and find it hard to affirm against it. Any ideas on what to affirm? I never have any pain. My body is pain-free. My body knows how to renew itself. My cells renew themselves by the hour, every hour. My body knows how to heal itself, and I am never experiencing any pain anymore. All my pain drifts away. I love being pain-free. Say those things. Good morning. Oh, good morning, darling. Now trying to affirm communication or reach out, but not sure how. What's this? Where's the beginning of this, Adriana? Affirmed SP had been struggling. He messaged to say he needs space. Now trying to affirm communication or reach out, not sure how. Okay, so you can affirm that he's going to contact you because you're his soft place to land. He wants to talk to you and discuss everything with you about what's going on with him because he's struggling. You can say that, darling. My current car is nearly ready. It's in paintwork now, Loz. I don't know if I want it back. Ah! Yeah. Once you know you're getting the new car, the old car doesn't seem so great. Loz, your lives are the best. Thanks for always being here to keep us on track. Oh, you're welcome, Rebecca. I got asked to that homecoming guy with different SP and he asked me to go on a date. Self-concept. Oh, wonderful, darling. Hooray. Best way to get out of down spiraling. Go and do a Ho'oponopono prayer on YouTube. Listen to it and just do it over and over and over and over again. Concentrate on that. Or do a guided meditation and really concentrate on what they're saying to stop your mind from spiraling. Or go and do some breathing work, okay? Heavy breathing work with meditation music or something. Or EFT, tap it out, okay? Really get a handle on some technique that will help you with your anxiety, your spiraling. Or affirm against it. Should I give up on that celebrity crush now, or is there a chance he'd leave her and be with me? Guys, everything's possible, but you've got to believe that they would leave her for you. You've got to stop thinking of her as competition. It doesn't matter that they're a celebrity, darling. Would it matter to you less if they were a non-celebrity? You're considering him being a celebrity as a problem. It's not a problem. Do you do scripting? I do sometimes, guys. I don't do it as often as other people. I know Manifesting with Kimberly does it a lot. I should do it more because I know so many things I've manifested have come true in my scripting journal, so I should probably do it more. How to stop being obsessed by SP. Focus on yourself, darling. Focus on your self-concept rather than them, if you're feeling that way. In March, he wanted to see me, and now he can't speak to me, trying to reverse this. Well, darling, look, just start saying he's constantly talking to you, but work on your self-concept in the meantime, darling. I can't read what this says. What was this? I've been working on my self-concept and manifesting my SP. Had 2 ex-lovers message me today. We are progress. Oh my God, 2 ex-lovers messaging you today. That's amazing, Liz. Holy shit. 2 in a day. Some coach says that is masculine energy to think about your SP because it's sending energy to him and pushing. Is it just? So stop thinking about them then. Okay, go on. Do it now. The reason I don't say don't stop thinking about them is because I know you won't. What's masculine energy about dreaming about someone and having loving thoughts about them? There's no such thing. If she's talking about acting in the 3D and constantly sending thoughts out to them all the day like an obsessive bitch, then sure, if you want to think of that as masculine energy, okay, maybe. But that's just I call it needy energy. Like just being fucking obsessed about them all day and not concentrating on your self-concept. Be careful who you listen to, guys, on here. Really be careful. Really assess, are they an idiot or not an idiot? Manifesting for over a week for a job every night, affirmations letters haven't heard yet. Probably because you're stepping in the state of I haven't heard yet. Darling, if you want a job, assume you have it already. If you haven't heard yet, you don't believe you've got it. Understand this? You have to believe it's already here. You have to believe you already have the job. I love working at Google. My job at Google is the best job I've ever had. I got this job so easily. I didn't even have to wait, etc. What's this? Got my coffee and enjoying your life. Oh, got a coffee. Wonderful session. Brody, no, darling. Take it as movement. That's good news. What are we saying? What are we saying? Where's the rest of this? Can't see anything. I've got the sun in my eyes. Morning from the UK. Oh, whenever I post in here, Loz yells at me. I'm trying, Loz. I'm not yelling at you. Am I yelling at you? How do I manifest my dream body? Just say you have it already, darling. I love my dream body. Everyone's commenting on my dream body. I have the dream body. Do you think there's a lag time in manifesting? Yes, it can be, darling. Absolutely. Because if you thought every thought and it came true, the world would be a shit show. Where is this thing Brody's replying to? I'll have Bill Skarsgård, thanks. Wrong ex wanting me back. Have I done something wrong? No, darling, you're doing exactly right. Your self-concept's working. It's just working on the wrong person because you haven't dropped the old story about the other person. Okay? 525. Who? Wrong ex. Okay, that's what Brody was replying to. Manifesting with Brit is confusing as fuck. Yes, please stop watching that silly bitch. She is as dumb as a fucking tree stump. Is it still weird when... It is still so weird when other men say my SP affirmations back to me was happening tons in Chicago. Oh, was it, Hannah? Love it. Had to block her. I hate blocking people, but she was getting on my nerves. Oh, look, she doesn't pop on my For You because I'm just like... People are adding me in her videos, but I think the For You page has worked out. Dumb bitches don't appear on my page anymore. Thank you, Brody. Oh, yes, thank you. Dropped the old story. It's rough for me. Dropping the old story is rough for you. Yeah, it's rough for everyone, darling. It's called your subconscious mind clinging on to the old fucking story. Okay, so what are you going to give up, are you? Oh, it's all too hard? It's rough? Okay, it's rough for everyone. If you've got a really predominant old story, don't worry about it, darling. Tree stump. Yeah, I couldn't think of the expression, but she's dumb as something. Hi, Loz. How to affirm for my SP to open up her feelings? Josh, say she's constantly telling me how she feels. She's so loving towards me. She's always telling me how much she loves me. She adores me. She's so open now. Can you share some affirmations to help with manifesting that celebrity as my partner? Just imagine he's your partner, darling. You've got to stop thinking of it as a problem that he's married. I love being married to Bill Skarsgård or whatever it is. Who would I want to be married to as a celebrity? I don't think of one. I don't want to be married to Bill Skarsgård. I don't even know who that is. Just say, I love being married to blah, or I love that he's my man. He gave up everything for me. Say those things, darling. Could I say that SP is out of town to cope with missing him? Yes, say that. But come up with any story, guys, that helps you. Any story. Hang on, guys. I'm scrolling down. About split of finances, but was contact. Oh, someone contacted you. Your SP contacted you about splitting finances, but it was still contacted. Yeah, it could have just sent you, a letter, a formal letter. Thank you, lots. Okay, good. How do you successfully drop the old shit story? You've really got to just concentrate and affirm the new story. Just getting rid of the old story, like writing it and burning it, won't do a hell of a lot. You've really got to think the new thoughts of the new story every time the old story thoughts pop in. No, it's this now. This is how it goes. This is my new story. No. Is it okay to affirm SP can't live without me? I mean, you can say that, guys. Absolutely. I say all those main ones. Who cares? Watch out, Loz. You'll have a job at Google soon and have a celebrity partner. I know. I'll be married to Bill Skarsgård and working at Google. Got to be careful what I say on these things. You're amazing. You have taught me so much. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome, chaps. If you had years of negative self-concept or anxiety, will it take the same time to reverse that? No, darling. Don't say that to yourself. And just kibosh yourself with that shit. Just say, my self-concept gets on point immediately. My self-concept is perfect now. But also, guys, it doesn't have to be perfect for things to manifest. Don't assume that everything has to be perfect before anything can come. It's not true. Is it true everything goes downhill before your manifestations come? No, stop listening to any idiots who say that, darling. Sometimes old things play out, and yes, sometimes things go wrong, but don't have that belief. Slow down. Well, this is how I talk. If you don't like it, don't watch me, darling. What are your thoughts on meditation? Guided meditations can help you turn off your monkey mind, but it's really not going to change your thinking much, okay? But I would do affirming instead with some guided meditation music. That's what I would do. But if meditation helps you to quell your anxiety or anything like that, please do it. Will the down spiraling thoughts manifest 3 days now? Well, yeah, they will. So stop. Guys, they will. I'm sorry. I don't want to be one of these bitches who blows hot air up your ass and says, only positive thoughts manifest. I'm sorry. If you spiral for 3 fucking days, get on top of that. Really. I'm Scottish and I think you talk slowly. Oh, good. Oh, yeah, when you're in Scotland. God, when I went to Scotland the first time, I barely understood anyone. I turned 50 last week. Oh, happy birthday, darling. Please, some affirmations to help me not feel old. Loz, oh, darling, you're not old, Nikki. I am so youthful. Everyone comments on how my youthful skin, how young I look. Everyone thinks I look positively 35. All those things. I feel like everyone in Australia just talks fast. I talk really fast too. I've always talked fast, guys. When we use whisper method, do we really whisper or just imagine that we're whispering? Oh, either way, darling. Either way. Whichever way you want to do it, you just do it in your mind. I haven't heard from my ESP since Friday, so keep affirming, yes, darling. Don't think of it as a problem. Say they're getting on with their life. They've got busy things at the moment. They're working their life out so they can be ready for me. Give it all good meaning. What if SP is not conforming despite affirming? It's because you haven't got rid of the old story about them yet, darling, or the old shit's still playing out. One of the two. Be patient. SP came back hot, then got cold. My fault. Changing the story as we speak. Good, darling. Good, Charlotte. Because me and SP were being freaky first time online last night, and then he hasn't texted yet what to do. Don't worry, it's only last night, Icy. Last night. Chill your beans. Stop freaking out and giving it bad meaning. Get on with your life. Wait for him to text you. You always make my day, Loz. Your teaching has changed my life completely. Much love from Ireland. Oh, wonderful, Luna. You're welcome, darling. Update on your advice last week, Loz. SP can cross the New South Wales-Queensland border to see me. Oh, Becca, wonderful. Is that what the problem was? Through New South Wales-Queensland. Oh, wonderful, darling. Hooray. You did that. How many affirmations should I have playing a loop overnight? Look, guys, maybe, I don't know, 20 maximum, I'd say. Like, don't have so many that your brain, it's not really repetitive enough. Look, I don't really know. Like, what does Dylan James have on his? He has quite a lot. Maybe 30? Feeling is a secret, folks, yes. Any tips on getting rid of the old story to make it easier to get out of manifestation faster? Any tips on getting rid of the old story to make it easier to get out manifestations faster? Yeah, so the tips to get rid of the old story are really get rid of it by thinking of the new story, affirming the new story, reading the new story, writing the new story, affirming the new story with affirmations and thoughts of the story, visualizing that story. Okay, you've got to focus on the new story. Okay, so every negative thought, turn it around. Love that. Yes, please. That's what affirming is. You're affirming against the shitty thought you're already affirming with a new affirmation. So all affirming is, guys, is saying something is true. Currently, you're saying the shitty negative thoughts is true. Got to say a new one to replace it. I get to keep going to my job longer since the mandate. I did that. Oh, wonderful, darling. Got some bad medical news today. They don't know what it is. It's serious. What affirmations do I say? You tell them what you want them to say. You are cured. You're a miracle patient. We couldn't figure out what was wrong with you, but now you're fine. We can't work out how you became so well all of a sudden. You're a miracle. There's nothing wrong with you. Say all those things. My cells renewing themselves daily. My body knows how to heal itself. Whatever is wrong with my body right now won't be like that next week. Say all those things, darling. I tell doctors all the time in my mind what to say. I just want to get the prognosis that I want to hear, and that comes out their fucking mouth every time. Law of assumption is pretty much a cheat code to level up. Yep, you literally live life on autopilot. Yep, Brody, love that. How to react when people tell me I deserve the world and better than him. It's just your old thoughts manifest, darling, your old fears about him, your old thoughts of him being an asshole or blah, blah, blah. Don't worry about it. Just don't react. Just go, it's none of your business, or just change the subject. Can you give us an example of writing the news story, please? Okay, so John and you split up in a horrible breakup where you've both screamed at each other and called each other names. Now you can write, John came back and told me how much he loved me. He told me how much he missed me. He cried his eyes out, held my hand and looked into my eyes all night and telling me, babe, I missed you so much, blah, blah, blah. Now we are living in our beautiful new home together. We moved in together almost instantly, and now we're trying for a baby. He constantly tells me how much he loves me. He's constantly here for me. He shows me off to all his friends. It's exactly how I wanted it to be. He loves me so much. Complete opposite of what's happened. Something like that. Anything that would work for you. SP cancelled last night to meet. I feel like a doormat waiting whole night and accept it. Well, you don't have, guys, you can express your opinion. You can say, well, that didn't feel very nice. I would have liked some warning or something. Guys, you can express yourself with confidence. Don't be a doormat. I don't tell you guys to be a doormat. I know I manifest my SP away with my overthinking. Now I just see it as a successful manifestation. Now I just see it as a successful manifestation. Yes, guys, look at the negative shit you did and think, oh, well, I did that. I must be fucking powerful. Absolutely, guys. Are you going to do more calls? No, guys. I might do Zoom calls, group coaching. I'll think about it. I'm crushed. After ignoring him for 2 weeks, SP said he moved like 20 hours away from me. Oh, no, darling. Just affirm the distance doesn't matter. He calls you all the time. He needs to be around you 20 hours. Where are you from? I'm in Perth, darling. Exactly. We are so powerful. Yes, guys. I talked about my childhood again in therapy yesterday, and for the first time I didn't cry. Wonderful, Hannah. Wonderful. Can I rewrite the story about my SP so that he's now romantic? He's so romantic, constantly throws his arms around me, brings me flowers. He tells me how much he loves me. He romances me, he takes me on dates. All those things. How can we know what we are thinking so we can stop a shit show before it happens? Well, you've got to assess what you're thinking, darling. Sit for 20 minutes in complete silence and write down every thought you're having, and then read it, and you'll realise what the fuck goes on in your brain, darling. It will shock the shit out of you. Then affirm against all that crap. My SP did that and just messaged him nicely about it, and he hasn't done it since. Wonderful. That's good advice, darling. Part 1. S-in-law, brother's wife, is taking the piss. She does nothing at all and does not help out in the house. Well, if you keep thinking she's taking the piss and she doesn't help out, that's exactly what she'll be like. She's lazy. She's not helping out. She's this kind of person. She doesn't care about me. She doesn't respect me. If there are any thoughts like that, that's why she's doing it. What are the thoughts you have about her? That's why she's doing it. Start saying this. She's so helpful. She's such a pleasure to be around. I love having her here. It's like having a cleaner on call at all times. She's wonderful to live with. I love having her here. She's so lovely to me. Say those things, darling. I'm meeting SP tomorrow. He always goes quiet after. How to affirm before meeting that it won't happen. Well, stop saying he always goes quiet after. Stop thinking that, darling. That's your assumption, so it's coming true. After we see each other, he blows up my phone. He can't wait to talk to me the next day and tell me all about how he's feeling. He masturbates about me furiously all the next day. He can't stop thinking about me. He has to call me that night. Yep, if you can get yourself into an unfavourable reality, you can get yourself out of it. Yes, Brody, you're speaking the truth. All right, guys, got to go. Because I think that's the neighbours coming home, and I'll start yelling and I'll get told off. All right, guys, thanks so much for joining me. I'll be live tomorrow. And please do get the notifications from the Facebook group, and also follow me if you don't follow me already. All right, guys, see you later.